Verna and Jonathon's fatal encounter with the killer clowns, a deadly tragedy. Jonathon had a deep-seated fear of clowns which he kept hidden from the world. He never wanted to admit how terrified he was of their pale faces, wide eyes, and painted grins. But his fear was real and never failed to take hold of him whenever he was around clowns. Verna, on the other hand, had no such fear and found clowns to be amusing and entertaining. She was always the first one to sign up for a clown-related event such as a circus, birthday party, or parade. One day, Verna discovered a flyer advertising a circus at a nearby town. She immediately went to find Jonathon and pulled him away from his work to join her. But, to her surprise, he was less than willing to join her. He was visibly scared and insisted that he couldn't go. Verna sighed in disappointment, but ultimately agreed to go alone. Verna arrived at the circus an hour later, just in time for the show. The big top was already filled with people, and Verna pushed her way towards the best seats. As the show began, she noticed Jonathon's fears slowly beginning to take over as clowns took to the stage. He was shaking and constantly averting his gaze from the clowns. Verna tried to reassure him, but it was no use. As the show continued, the clowns began to act more and more strange. They stopped their usual pranks and performances and started to circle around Jonathon, who had frozen in place. Verna grew increasingly worried and called out for help, but no one else seemed to notice the serious situation unfolding. The clowns then began to take off their masks and wigs, revealing evil-looking faces. Verna felt a chill run down her spine as she realized that these weren't clowns at all, but something else entirely. The clowns started to close in on Jonathon, who was too scared to move and could only stare in horror. Verna watched in horror as the clowns grabbed Jonathon and dragged him away. She could only watch in shock and fear as he was dragged away into the darkness beyond the big top. Too terrified to move, Verna remained in her seat, afraid of whatever fate awaited her if she dared to follow. Verna never saw Jonathon again. She searched desperately for him, but all her attempts were futile. He had been taken away by the clowns, never to be seen again. Verna was never able to forget what happened that night, and she lived out the rest of her life in fear and terror of clowns. She never went to another circus or clown-related event again. To this day, no one knows what happened to Jonathon. People in the town have heard rumors of clowns kidnapping people in the night, but no one knows for sure. To this day, Verna still lives with the haunting reminder of what happened to her beloved Jonathon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.